made too many mistakes in life, and that is why you know that you are unlovable. You live in a time period where the meaning of life for a woman was to get a husband and have kids. You were good at the first part, but not so much the second. One by one, each of your husbands had decided that you weren't good enough for them. You weren't worth their love. And now after being abandoned 5 times, you believe them. You believe the town. You have been shown time after time that you aren't worth anybody's love. You have given up on love, and now you settle for living with someone just so you aren't completely alone. But you feel alone. You're an outcast that everyone makes fun of whenever they see you. That is you. You get up later than all the other women in town do. You know that you should go and get the house some water, but you know that they will be there. You can have the comments that you get from some of the guys, but there's something about the way that women gossip about you that you just can't stand. So you stay and you clean up the house for a bit. It should have been done last night, and as a result, people think that you're just lazy, but it's more than that. You are protecting yourself. After you finish with some of the most thorough cleaning that you can possibly do to waste as much time as possible, you go to the town well. It's about noon now. It's the hottest time of the day. Surely everyone has already gotten their water for the day. And that's just how you like it. Just a few minutes for you to be completely alone. No stares, no rude remarks, your chance for some peace and quiet. But this day you apparently didn't come late enough. Whenever you get to the well, you see a man there. You think to yourself, does he know who I am? Does he know the things that I have done? Does he know the reputation that I have? What does he think of me? I hope he doesn't say anything to me. I can handle his stares from him, but it's your remarks that I truly hate. As you get closer to the well, you keep your head down. It's bad enough that your quiet time has been interrupted. You really don't want a conversation. As you start to get some water, the man turns to you and asks you to give him some water. You recognize his accent. You know there's no way he knows your story because he is a Jew. He doesn't belong here. You also know the way to get him to end the conversation right then and there. You reply to him, "How is it that you, a Jew, ask for a drink from me, a woman of Samaria?" Now you know that if you say this with enough attitude, that nobody will keep talking. But despite your best efforts, this conversation isn't ending. No, instead it's just getting started. The man responds to you, if you knew who it was that asked for a drink, you would ask him for a drink, and he would give you living water. You think to yourself, great. This guy talks in third person. Like, what kind of person talks in third person? And then you start to look him over, and you notice that he doesn't even have anything to get water with, and now he's offering you water. You get a slight grin on your face as you answer him with a slightly sarcastic tone. You have nothing to draw water with. And the well is deep. Where do you get that living water? The man simply responds as if he didn't even notice your tone. Everyone who drinks of this water will be thirsty again. But whoever drinks of the water that I will give him will never be thirsty again. Now this guy is weird, but you're also so tired of playing your day around not seeing anyone at the well that you decide to give in. And you ask him to give you that living water. When you ask him this, he tells you to go get your husband. Now this isn't good. He has just brought up your greatest hurt. Holding back tears, you tell him that you don't have a husband. You think that you have just avoided the worst part of your secret from coming out. Until the man replies, "You are right in saying I have no husband. For you have had 5 husbands, and the one you now have, it is not your husband. What you have said is true." Your heart drops, and you can no longer hold back the tears. You've just been called out by this man that you have never met. You think to yourself, this man must be a prophet. Like, how else could he possibly know this? You don't tell anybody your past. Trying to sound all spiritual to redeem yourself, you ask him where the correct place to worship is, because the Jews and the Samaritans both have their own place that they think is the correct place to worship. But man gives you an answer that you didn't expect. He tells you that the time is coming where it doesn't matter where you worship. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth. Still trying to sound spiritual, you tell the man, I know that Messiah is coming. When he comes, he will tell us all things. Then a man tells you something that you were already thinking. I who speak to you am he. At this, you forget what you came to the well to do, and you leave towards the town forgetting your water jug. Whenever you get back into the town, you are no longer afraid of what people think of you, but instead, you go up to everyone that you see, and you tell them, come see a man that told me everything I ever did. Can this be Christ? And as soon as you finish telling that person, you go up to another person and say, come see a man that told me everything I ever did. Can this be Christ? And as soon as you're done with them, you go to the next person, and next person, and next person. And as you continue to tell other people, you begin to notice that the people that you've already told are heading towards the well. As the day passes and you continue to tell others, you notice that Jesus is staying in the town. In fact, he stays there for 2 more days. Whenever Jesus finally leaves, people start coming to you, but not to mock you. No, instead they come to tell you that they no longer believe because of what you told them, but because they have heard for themselves and know that he is the Savior of their world.